Hi friends, today we are celebrating our Independence Day as well as Sri Aurobindo's birth anniversary. He made a wonderful statement in his great work, The Synthesis of Yoga. There he says, you do not have to live your ordinary life to practice yoga. Your work is yoga, your relationships are yoga, your struggles are yoga, your failures are yoga, your moments of joy are yoga, even your confusion, your restlessness, your ambitions, and your suffering can become part of yoga. This is what he meant when he made his radical message to us all life is yoga. But what does this extraordinary statement really mean? Does it mean that everything we do is automatically spiritual? Certainly not. Sri Aurobindo is pointing to something much deeper. He is telling us that life itself is an evolutionary movement of consciousness, and that yoga is the moment when this evolutionary movement becomes conscious. Let us begin with a familiar question. Why do we practice yoga? For many people, yoga means meditation. For others, it means physical postures, breathing exercises, concentration, or prayer. And traditionally, yoga has often been understood as a movement away from ordinary worldly life, a turning inward, a withdrawal from distractions, sometimes even a renunciation of the world. Sri Aurobindo does not reject these paths, but he asks a more fundamental question. What if the purpose of a spiritual life is not merely to escape from the world, but to transform life itself? That changes everything. The goal is no longer simply, I want to escape suffering. It becomes, can suffering become an instrument of consciousness? The goal is no longer, I want to withdraw from life. It becomes, can life itself become a field for spiritual growth? And the goal is no longer merely, I want to find God somewhere beyond the world. It becomes, can I discover the divine within life and allow that consciousness to transform the way I live? This is the heart of Sri Aurobindo's integral yoga. Imagine two people sitting in the same office. Both have received criticism from their manager. The first person becomes angry. He thinks, why me? He blames his colleague. He complains. He carries the resentment home. The incident remains an unpleasant memory. Now imagine the second person. He also feels hurt, but instead of immediately reacting, he pauses. He observes his anger. He asks, why did those words disturb me so deeply? Perhaps he discovers insecurity, perhaps pride, perhaps a hunger for recognition, perhaps fear of failure, and suddenly something extraordinary has happened. The criticism has become a mirror, the outer event has revealed an inner movement, and the person has become more conscious. That is the beginning of yoga. Not because he sat cross legged, not because he closed his eyes, but because life awakened the consciousness in him. This is what Sri Aurobindo means when He says all life is yoga. We shall continue further.